Roman Reigns said he's cleaned out the division. He's beaten everyone there is to beat. And then Edge makes his return to SmackDown. First time we've seen him since WrestleMania, that triple threat match that was awesome between him and Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns for the title. And now this sets up Roman versus Edge at Money in the Bank. What do you think about this matchup, Book? Are you glad to see Edge back?
Yeah, man. Of course I am, man. Edge is trying to finish the thing, man, more than anything. And I can, I can feel where he's coming from. More than anything, I definitely can feel where he's coming from. Was it one of those eyebrow raisers? I think so. I think the people was like, "Oh yeah, we got something here, baby." One thing about the old school, man, is it ain't dead yet. You know,
No.
that's one thing about the old school. It ain't dead yet. That's why a lot of times we keep having to go back to it in certain ways. That's why it's still a lot of chatter about if John Cena's coming back. If John Cena's going to have one last match. All the talk about John Cena sucks. But people still want to see him.
Yeah.
The Rock, right now, if The Rock was to come back and have a match against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, don't think it's not going to be sold out with people hanging from the rafters.
Absolutely. It would be.
You know, and that's the thing, man. That's the thing right there. The old school, man, it ain't dead. And Edge right now, getting himself in the best shape he possibly can, going out there and saying, "Hey, man, let's do this. Let's run it. Let's run it back." I like that. I like that. Let's see exactly what Edge still got left in the tank, because we all know this is Edge's last hurrah.
Oh, 100%. And that's why I think, like, you don't waste time with Edge. Don't let him sit on the bench for 3 months, 6 months, 5 months. Don't let him do that. I mean, he had that tricep tear, and since he's been back, I can say this without a shadow of a doubt. Since Edge has come back at the Royal Rumble in 2020, everything that he has done has felt special and important. Everything. Even winning the Rumble this year, it felt like a big deal. The WrestleMania match might have been the best match on the entire... No, it was the best match on the entire show. That main event was the best thing on the whole WrestleMania both days. And for him to come back and work Roman, who is another guy who, since he came back at SummerSlam in 2020, has felt like the biggest deal that we've had in a long time, the biggest star, I should say, that we've had in a long time. Roman Reigns legitimizing himself as a main event draw. Put these two guys in the ring against each other in front of a crowd. Money in the Bank's going to have a crowd in front of them.
Yeah.
You want to sell some tickets? Edge versus Roman would get me to drive to Dallas, Texas, or wherever the show's going to be, so I could see these two lock horns in person. So I think that that Edge coming back, this is the best time. This is the best time. And now you finally get a spear versus spear match that we've all wanted to see, that we thought we were going to see with Roman and Goldberg a couple years ago. So I think Edge being back, this makes sense. Now, I don't think that he's going to beat Roman.
Now, well, right now, Roman's been dominant, man. He's been a dominant champion, and I like that.
Yeah,
I like everything about the way Roman has been going out and performing. Putting himself, in a position where you feel like, man, it might could happen, and then Roman just say, "No, snatch the what is
Infinity Gauntlet?"
Say what?
Are you talking about the Infinity Gauntlet, the brass ring? What are you talking about?
No, snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. That's what I was getting ready to say. That's
You were going like this. I thought you were talking about the Infinity Gauntlet. Like the Thanos thing?
Bro, I'm trying to set up my lines, man. I'm trying to set them up. Okay? Don't you know anything about that by now? Snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. No, I was just saying Roman's dominant right now, and I just like everything he's doing. It's giving the people some really, really good storytelling. And that's what I like about the business more than anything. And having someone like Edge, who's a guy he's from the old school, he's a storyteller. See how this thing play out. Like I say, it's Edge's last hurrah. And there's no better time than to do it right now with the crowd just now getting back into the business. There's not a whole, honestly, if I can be frank,
Do it.
there's not a whole lot of contenders out there right now.
Well, do you want to know what I think is going to happen? I think that Roman goes out there, beats Edge decisively, right? Like, I beat him. It's over for Edge, right? Then it really only sets up one more person for him at SummerSlam. That's John Cena.
Okay.
To me, it's John Cena going for title number 17.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's not a whole lot of contenders out there.
Right.
And whose fault is that? Okay, don't blame me. Okay, first of all, okay, I don't want to see on Twitter Booker T saying it ain't ain't enough contenders out there. Don't blame me. I'm not on the roster. Okay, if I was on the roster, you could blame me. But for me, from the outside, I look at this like a boxing match or a boxing division. Who's in the division? Who do I got to look at and say, man, that's my next guy right there. Back in the day, Hogan had Orndorff. He had the Barbarian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had
King Kong Bundy.
He had Andre the Giant. He had Big John Studd.
Ultimate Warrior.
He had a bunch of
men.
He had a bunch of contenders, man. A bunch of weirdies. You dig it? A bunch of stars and contenders, man. And so that's what I say right there. Do you guys agree with me in the chat or not? What are the contenders? And if there are some who are. What's up, this Booker T, two-time Hall of Famer. I know you're checking out the Shine, checking out the Gloss. I want to thank you guys for checking out Row on YouTube. Hey, don't forget to click and subscribe to check out all the latest content right here each and every week. Now, can you dig that, sucker?